Hi, friends. I wanted to tap in, like, me to you, to let you know about tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a live with Democratic presidential candidate Marianne Williamson. And the reason I'm doing this is because I have seen her completely silenced across mainstream media. And I really wanted to just offer my platform for her to be able to speak about her campaign and what she has in mind, because she is still a candidate out here in the primaries against Joe Biden and I really believe that before we completely give up, we need to explore all of our options. Now, I also want to make it extremely crystal clear that I don't believe a single candidate is our saving grace. I just believe in mediation. I believe that in the meantime, while we are here, working as a collective to dismantle colonization and all of the effects and all of the systems that are in play because of it, I believe it's vital to pick people who are of moral conscience to be in the positions of power that currently exist in this reality we are all sharing and contributing to. Okay, I don't believe voting is our saving grace. I believe voting is a mediation tactic. However, I also do not believe that we, the people, are always in control of what we get as options, because the media plus lobbyists plus all of the corporations who buy out our politicians are in control right now. We can see this very obviously with Biden. The reason that he has not called for a ceasefire and he is full-blown in support of calling himself a Zionist. He said, you don't have to be Jewish to be a Zionist. You can be Christian. I'm a Zionist Christian. All right. So yeah. Majority of our politicians in Congress, in the Senate, and obviously the Supreme Court, and all of these people are bought out. They are bought out. And because they are bought out, and because we have corporations and lobbyists driving our political landscape right now, I believe it's more important than ever in this specific election to mindfully make your choices. So to inform yourself of who else is running, who do I have as an option, what are the choices that I have, how can I contribute to knowing more about the people that I'm going to cast a ballot for. I think this is important for local elections as well as for these primaries, because I do not believe and I do not consent to the fact or to this idea that we only have Joe Biden and Donald Trump to pick from for president, to be in control of the United States military. That is essentially what the commander-in-chief has the power of, is over the military. They have the right to veto things. They have the right to, like we just saw, President Biden, Congress and everyone blocked the extra aid that they want to spend and the extra weapons that they want to send. And Biden has chosen to override that and send the weapons to Israel anyway. And because of just kind of thinking about these, I've been seeing a lot of the rhetoric around these elections being, we have to vote blue no matter what. And I just completely disagree with that. I completely disagree with submitting and throwing our hands up and accepting what the media is telling us is our only option. And therefore, I want to offer my platform for, right now it's Marianne. Marianne is the one that I have seen, that I have personally connected with and understood. And I see her agenda, I've seen her speak, and I feel like she has coherent thoughts and coherent ideas about how she wants to move with her power, right? If she were to be granted it. And those things speak to me. This is just one person. And again, this is for the primaries. This does not affect the actual final election. And in my opinion, we the people need to organize publicly and loudly around a candidate that we actually want. If we actually don't want Trump or Biden in presidency, we cannot just submit and be like, oh, well, these systems are what they are. And it's true, they are what they are. But in the meantime, we can use our collective power to do something about it, both in the primaries and in our local elections. Stop nominating or stop putting people. We need to stop putting people in power who are directly backed by lobbyists and donor dollars that are in correlation or of from companies or from individuals or from entities, political entities that support genocide, that support death, and that continue to sell or trade arms or whatever it is, like all of these like defense contractors and weapons manufacturers, the NRA, APAC, there's the pharmaceutical companies, like all of the candidates, all of the people who are running in politics who are backed by these donor dollars should not be receiving your votes. And you should absolutely be educated about where the campaign of the person you are voting for is getting their money from, because that is who they are going to choose to be loyal to. They will be loyal to whoever funds them, whoever pays their bills, as anybody would, right? Most of us are very loyal to the people who pay our bills, okay? So I just want to clarify, I don't agree with everything that Marianne agrees with or says. There are differing opinions on many things. I'm very radical, essentially. So, you know, she's older and she definitely has her own ideas, her own like liberal energies that come up into play with the things that she says. But she also is the only candidate who I've seen call for a ceasefire in the Democratic Party running. And she is also the only person who's talking about the reality of the economic situation that Americans are facing right now, and the crisis of it, and the ways in which corporate dollars are the ones creating the landscape of the future for us right now, and has a plan for something against it. So she's not the only person that I'm going to try to platform, but she is the first one that I'm going to try to platform, because people need to know that they have other options. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, that our entire minds have been co-opted by Western media to believe that we don't have any fucking options and that we are this powerless people. We are one of the most powerful populations on the planet right now, is the United States citizens. We need to use the collective power that we have left to do whatever we need to do to create a better future, period. We're not allowed to give up. We're not allowed to throw up our hands. We're not allowed to throw in the towel. We're not allowed to play victim, okay? We are the ones with the power, especially if you have white skin, okay? So please and thank you, and please tune in tomorrow, because it's going to be an incredible discussion, and it'll be live, so I will record it and I will make sure that it's posted regardless. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that you have more options, so we're going to talk about them, okay?